Hi guys! So welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do another DIY for you guys. So today's DIY is going to be really quick, very easy. So let's get right into it. So the things that you're going to need are some of these styrofoam cones. I like to pick up mine at the thrift store. As you can see, I paid 75 cents for this big one. These are the ones from the Dollar Tree. You can tell the difference in size. And so supplies are going to kind of vary on what you want to do with your basically little trees that we're going to make. As you can see, yesterday we were doing our ice cream sandwich ornaments, and I burned myself with the glue gun, and I have a huge blister on here, and then I had cut myself here. These are the casualties when you're doing crafts. Please forgive my Superman band-aids. So let's get started. I have two types of paint here. I have this blue and this pink. I use this pink for a lot of things. I have very little of it. This is the poodle skirt pink. And then this right here is the light blue. That's what this one's called. And then I had picked up these at the 99-cent store around Easter time. Can you guys tell? They're, what are they called? This diamond wrap or something like that. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, I have two of these rolls. I have some of this ribbon here that is just sequins, and I have picked this up at Walmart for $1, and I have used this one already, so I have a roll and a half. And then I don't know if I'm going to use this ribbon here, which is pink with gold, which also I had purchased around Easter time. And then I have some of this stuff too that I had gotten on clearance at Target. And then I may use some of these little, they're just little clips. There's little pins here. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not, but I picked these up at Michael's, I would say a year ago or 2 years ago on clearance. Normally they're $12.99. I would not pay that much for these, but I may use these. And then we're going to need scissors, glue gun, and paint brushes. So let's get started. As always, low temp glue. If you use a high temperature glue, you're going to end up melting your styrofoam. Ooh. So I'm going to paint the big styrofoams, the big styrofoam cones. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some of my paint in this little yogurt thing that I cleaned out, just to make it easy on me. And then I'm just going to grab one of these little brushes, and then I'm just going to paint my big styrofoam cone in this color. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I just, when I go to attach the ribbon, it's obviously it has little holes in it, the diamond wrap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it so that way if you could see through it, at least you'll be able to see the same color as that ribbon. And I'm going to do the same for the other one. I'm going to do it in pink. So I'm going to go ahead and paint these, and then I'll be right back. So what I'm going to do is I'm letting my two styrofoams that I painted dry. What I'm going to do, very carefully without trying to burn myself again, I'm going to basically wrap this, and this is really simple. I mean, I know there's a lot of tutorials on how to do this. I didn't come up with this idea, but I'm just going to grab whatever ribbon you want to use, and then just go around gluing at the bottom of your tree. I got this popsicle stick so I can push things down so I don't use my fingers. And then I'm just going to glue. I'm not going to glue it every single time I go around. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and add a little glue at the bottom. And then I'm going to put my ribbon on there. Use my popsicle stick. Push it down, place it how I want it. And then just go around. When I meet again at that other end of the ribbon, I go above it, and then I put a little piece of glue, just a little bit of glue. And then when I get there, I bring it up a little. I meet the end of the ribbon together, and then I bring this up and down to there, down to the next row right there, like that. Okay, and then I'm just gonna start going now, going all the way around. Okay, now I got to the end of my ribbon or whatever it is that you're using, and then I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue there to secure this one, and then I'm gonna attach the other one and go around again. So now the whole cone is covered. I just have that tip. What I'm gonna do, and this is where you have to be very, very careful, I'm just gonna put glue right on top of the cone, all on top of it, like that. And then I'm gonna start pushing it down with my popsicle stick here, and then very carefully start to turn it in a little swirl motion. Not in like in a little circle, like a little swirl. That's all we're gonna do. Be very careful not to burn yourselves with this part. I'm not putting my finger in it yet. Well, I'm not putting it in there. I'm gonna put my popsicle stick and push it down just like that. And then I can go ahead and cut that off. And there it is. I have this piece left over. So I did a gold one, a silver one, and then the sequence one. Now with the sequence one, I didn't have enough for the top. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make a little bow and put it right on the top of this one here with this ribbon that is pink and gold. All right, you guys, so I like the way that one looks. Can you guys see that? So I'm gonna show you how I did this little thing, this little bow. I just cut a piece of my wire. If you have, I don't know what gauge this is, but it's really tough to try to use this wire for that bow, but I'm still gonna make it work. So I just cut a little piece off, and then what I'm doing is I'm gonna grab my ribbon, and then the print side, I'm gonna put it down. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna leave a tail. The length and the size of the loops is gonna be up to you. Leave a little tail. Then I'm gonna bring down my ribbon and then make a little loop, hold it with my finger right there, and then bring it back up, and just kind of like an accordion, but I'm keeping the print side up. And I'm gonna do 6 of these little loops, and I'm still gonna keep holding it with my finger. So I have 2 there. And I'm keeping them in the same size. So I'm starting them and ending them on the same length. And 6. All right. So now I'm just gonna hold on to it at the bottom. Then I'm gonna go ahead and grab my wire and then just try to tie this at the bottom where they all meet. And then I'm gonna try as hard as I can to try to make it as tight as I possibly can. You know what I'm gonna do, you guys? I'm gonna go ahead and cut off this excess right here, just so it doesn't get in my way when I go put this down onto my, just make sure that this is really tight and secure before you do that, before you cut your ribbon off. And then I'm just going to use that same floral wire just to stick it down there like that. And then I will finish off my ends. What do you guys think? Do you guys like it, yay or nay? I don't know if I'm digging it. All right, you guys, so, okay, so I was trying to figure out how I was going to use this diamond wrap on this. It's a little difficult. As you guys can see, the back here looks really crappy, but the front of it doesn't. It looks pretty good. So I was trying to figure out how to use it. So let's see how this works. I always like to show you guys when I do good and when I do bad. So I'm going to try to figure out maybe if I could do it kind of like in an angle and try to connect it somehow. I'm not sure. But this is the pink one. The one styrofoam that I painted pink. And I'm going to use the pink diamond wrap on there. So I'm going to try to figure out how to attach it without it looking crappy like the other one. So this is a little difficult to use. I don't recommend using diamond wrap, but like this type of tensiled ribbon works pretty good. This type of ribbon works good too. And I'm sure ribbon works just as well. So, but this, unless I kind of do something like this where I scrunch it a little and then maybe I could do that. Oh, you know what, you guys? I think I might like scrunching it like that. That might work. Yeah, I think I might do that. So then you would just scrunch it like this and then glue. Scrunch it and glue. You just have to be very careful not to burn yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and then I'll be right back. Alright you guys, so there it is. My recommendation is not to use diamond wrap. It is just terrible to use, but you can use for these little trees the sequence ribbon. That works great. This one came out pretty bad, so I'll just use this part facing towards the back. But I mean, I like the way this looks. I just wish I would have, you know, figured out a way to make it look all nice and smooth all the way around. But it's all good. And then I have these little guys. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not, but I guess I could. I have like little presents that you could probably maybe glue down to the bottom of the like if we want to do the little glue them at the bottom. Look, there's a little gingerbread here. They have little pins so you can actually stick them in if you want. Maybe a little on this one here. Maybe I could do a little gingy on there. I might do that. So I might glue that. Look, let me put it this way so you guys can see. Maybe glue a little gingy right there. There's a little elf. He can go somewhere over here. Look at this cute little housey. I mean, you can do all these little things with these trees. Whatever you can think of, you know, let your imagination go wild. I don't know if I'm going to add these to them. If I do, I will show you guys. Okay, I'm recording and then look who's peeking around the corner. He's being a creeper right now. Look at that. All right, Dodger. Okay, you guys. So this is what I came up with. So I fixed my mistakes. Those pins that I was showing you guys, I ended up using them. I put the gingerbread right on the top of this little tree here. And then down here, I put the little gingerbread house. And I think it looks really cute. I like it. You know, I'm glad that I had those pins because I wasn't really, you know, digging this diamond wrap. But now it looks really cute. So this one I left plain. And then this one with the sequins and that little bow, I just put the gingerbread man on that one. And I think that looks cute. And then this one was really screwed up. I put like the little elves, like if they're falling and they're dropping the gift. So I covered that line because the back, it looks fine. See, the back looks fine. It was just this little area right here. And so I just fixed it by doing that. I really like the way that looks. It looks really cute. And then I just left that one plain as well. So these are my little trees that I came up with. So you can make your fails into something a little better. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys, here are the candies that we did yesterday, or the ice creams. Hubby made me a big peppermint patty. He made me one more. So I have the small peppermint patty right here. And I have the big peppermint patty. Looks like a Pac-Man. But yeah, look. Isn't that cute? My big peppermint patty. And then look at this one. I wanted to show you guys that he actually made those little peanuts on there. On there. He's so creative. I'm telling you. I mean, I wouldn't have thought of doing this, but he did this and he made these little peanuts and I think they look great. Anyway, this is what I came up with, and I hope you guys like this tutorial, and I hope you guys get inspired and you create some of your own. Thank you for watching and have a Merry Christmas, everybody.